What's up, Jabroni? Steven here. Welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we are hopping into episode number 4 of season number 3 of The Office, called Grief Counseling. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction. You can get episodes extra early over there if you want them. If you don't want them, that's cool. You can get episodes here whenever they show up. Yeah, last episode was amazing. This season has been great. I'm not exactly sure what to expect in Grief Counseling, but I'm expecting somebody had a death or something along those lines. I'm not sure what. Hopefully it's funny. Hopefully it's not too. I mean, The Office never really gets too sad or anything. It's mostly always comedy. You know, going for comedy. So let's hop in here. Let's have a good time. Like, comment, subscribe over on Patreon. Fully uncut, unedited reactions. Episodes early. $1 gets you episodes full, uncut, unedited if you want them on the day that they drop on YouTube. Totally up to you guys. Pretty much. Like, comment, subscribe. Here we go.
All right, I'll be right back.
I don't get it. Oh.
Would you get me some coffee from the warehouse?
Ooh.
There's coffee in the kitchen, Pam.
But the warehouse coffee tastes so much better.
Right.
Yeah, it's better.
With cream and sugar?
Oh, Jesus. All right, Pam. You...
All right. Let me see if I have his cell. Is this the only reason you are calling, Jan?
Oh.
Somebody missed me.
Michael, Ed died over the weekend.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
What's happening? Oh, he wants a hug.
Okay.
Oh, this is so awkward. All right.
Must really have you thinking.
About what?
The older you get, the bigger the chances you're gonna die.
Dear
You know
Jesus,
Ed was
Michael.
decapitated.
What?
What?
He was drunk as a skunk. He was flying down Route 6. He slides under an 18-wheeler. Pop, it snaps right off.
Oh my God.
That is the way to go.
No, no.
Instant death. Very smart.
You know, a human can go on living for several hours after being decapitated.
Oh, Jesus. What
Thinking
the...
of a chicken.
What did I say?
That is just not the way a Dunder Mifflin manager should go. Separated from the rest of him. And I will let you know
my
more as soon as
God.
I find out.
I don't want to know more. Michael, please, no. Do not tell me more.
Hey,
Hi.
if my head ever comes off, I would like you to put it on ice.
What are we doing? What's the game? I want in. Oh, there's no game. We're just trying to get these chips for Karen. Did you check the vending machine?
Oh, the vending machines. How did we miss that?
I have no idea. We went right for the copier, and then we checked the fax machine.
Yeah, nothing there.
Did you check your butt?
It's small. Got airbags?
I think so. I don't know. It's mainly focused on the cup holders.
What is my store number? 6. Wait, no. I'll call you back.
You can imagine how upset I was when I found out that she asked her manager to remove her breathing tube.
Is this $1 Million Baby?
To die.
This is so fucked.
A few years ago, my family was on a safari in Africa, and my cousin, Mufasa, was he was trampled to death by a pack of wildebeests, and we all took it really hard. All of us kind of in the audience of what happened.
And then my
Is that
Uncle
Weekend?
Bernie died.
Weekend at
So
Bernie's. Oh,
me
Jesus, what
and
is happening?
My best friend, we had to pretend like he was alive. So
Wait a
that
second. That's Weekend at Bernie's. The guy who had my job has died, and nobody cares. And he sat at my desk.
And I had to keep going.
How do you know
What?
that bird was dead? Did you check its breathing?
It was obvious.
Was its heart beating? Toby, did you check it? No, of course you didn't. You're not a veterinarian. You don't know anything! Michael? Oh,
He's a goner.
no, he's not.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Michael, get him away from your head. He is covered in germs and bacteria.
Now, you can't get diseases from a bird. Toby killed this bird, and now we are going to honor it.
What?
No, that's enough. You know what? This bird is dead. He died alone. The least you can do is be there for him now.
Yes, I know.
Wait, no, I think
Not
homeboy
today,
broke up with her.
But it's good to let it show.
I mean, how many times do I have to confirm plans with Ryan for him to know that we have a date tonight?
Oh, Jesus. Nope. Just okay.
Where'd I find what?
Where did he find them?
I called the manufacturer, who referred me to the distributor, who referred me to the vending machine company, who told me that they sell them in the machines in the building next door.
Going all out.
What do we know about this bird? You might think not much, it's just a bird. But we do know some things. We know it was a local bird. Maybe it's that same bird that surprised Oscar that one morning with a special present from above.
Oh, I remember that. That was so funny.
And we know how he died, flying into the glass doors. He will not be forgotten.
Amen.
Just smile for me and let the day begin. You are the sunshine that lights my heart within.
Oh my God, they burned the bird. Okay. Now.
Let's get back to work.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Guys, get a broom. Let's clean this up.
Wow, no music and anything at the end there. All right, that was episode number 4. That was a good episode. I liked that episode. I mean, it wasn't really. I mean, it had some comedy stuff, but the bird stuff was just took a weird turn. Not a bad turn, just a weird turn. So I like that we got to see Pam kind of going back to being. I don't know. She decided to like she's like not back going back, but she's like she's taking on the Jim persona kind of like the asking for the coffee, the doing it with a movie. That seems very Jim like. Like Jim is the one that usually starts that stuff. So interesting that she's kind of taking on that role at the office. Seeing Jim over there, kind of getting a lot more responsibilities, and him and that one girl, like she's his Pam kind of, but she's not really like Pam though. But she's his new kind of partner in crime, his new partner in crime. Yeah, I don't know. I like this episode. I thought it was handled very, very well. The beginning here, it starts off with Michael setting up some boxes and doing the old going downstairs comedy routine, which, you know, everybody kind of kept messing with her. Then was playing along. Dwight thought it was the funniest thing in the world. Dwight was like he thought it was the greatest. We then turn to Pam asking for coffee and Michael kind of going all out for it, and yeah, then going back for cream. We then hop over to Michael getting a phone call. First they said we lost Ed, whatever. And he's like, oh, I have his number, and they're looking for it. Turns out Ed is dead. Ed died. Michael, who I'm pretty sure did not like his old boss. He said that he was no fun and all this stuff, and he wanted to be a better boss than him. Michael's taking it hard because when he told everybody, nobody actually like grieved the way he thought they would. But again, only 2 of them actually knew him. 2 plus Michael. But yeah, Michael's a bit upset. He wants a random hug from Pam. Okay. Then we hop over here and we see that Jim's getting more responsibilities, and homeboy here, what's his name, Ed Helms, does not love that. He is pretty jealous of Jim. He is not a fan. We then have her, I don't know what her name is, but Ann Perkins is what I'll call her because that's her name in Parks and Rec. She is also not happy about the Jim thing, but because she's like Jim is overseeing her project, and Jim, of course, turns it around and gets her on his side with, I'm your project manager and we're going after the chips, which turned into like this little cute thing throughout the episode. We have Creed here, who decides to tell us the graphic details of how Ed died. He got drunk, ran under a truck, and it beheaded him. And then he comes to explain that you are actually still alive when you're beheaded, and you can still see it, and it's like a very fucked up image. So then Michael decides to tell everybody that. He tries to ease it in, but of course Dwight is there, and Dwight does it his way. Tries to talk about death with his girlfriend. Does not work. Angela is not about that. We then call Jan and ask about maybe doing something in his honor. He compares it to Martin Luther King Day. So yeah, that's something that happened in the episode. Then he says we should do a statue with light up eyes and moving arms, and Dwight's like, that's not a statue anymore, that's a robot. Talks about the size and how big we should make it, and then the cord, and it's all very weird. All entertaining, but weird. Then we have these two, and look at the way she looks at him. She has such a big crush on Jim, and Jim is of course not gonna, I just can't imagine Jim staying here. Because, I mean, I know that Jim and Pam are going to end up together, because that's like a whole big thing that people always talked about, like the Jim and Pam. And if it can't just be based on 2 seasons, that Jim and Pam. But then again, that is how Friends was. Ross and Rachel actually only dated for a very short period of time. Like, they dated for like 1 season, maybe 2 seasons, I think. And then the rest of the season was not. So maybe it might be the same thing here. Jim's helping her with the chips. Ed Helms, I think that's not Ed Helms. What the hell is this guy's name? Ed Helms is not, that's not, what's his name? Gotta look up his name. Ed Helms is somebody else. Ed Helms is, it is Ed Helms. That was right. Okay, Ed Helms here. Thought it was somebody else. Ed Helms is, wants to get in on their game, but they're not really playing the game. They're just looking for chips. Michael decides to stand there and talk about decapitations and how Ed died and all this fucked up stuff. Then he decides to hold a grief counseling meeting where we throw a ball around and talk about somebody we lost, which does not seem like a very smart idea to do. I feel like Toby should have stopped this before it got to this point, but whatever. Then luckily, what's this? His name's Roy, right? Is it Roy? Something with an R. It's gotta be Roy, right? We haven't seen him really do anything this season, and so I kind of forgot. But he pulled her out of the meeting, helping her out. Yeah, Pam has a new car. I mean, all great stuff. We have these two here calling out around the country, and again, her crushing on him eyes. Pam thought when she got back it would be all over, but nope. Turns out, no, it is not all over. Well, they waited for her, so yay for that. Does he throw the ball at Stanley? No, he throws it at Dwight. Dwight talks about consuming his twin brother. Oh, fucked up. Here we go. Okay, so he throws the thing at Pam, and when Pam starts talking about her aunt that was a female boxer, I was like, that's an interesting character. That's an interesting choice to make her have a thing. I thought she was going to say something real, but then she continues to say the plot of $1 Million Baby. Then Ryan sees this, and Ryan wants to get in on it, and I am just shocked at the fact that he made it a Lion King story. I'm surprised nobody caught. I mean, that Michael didn't catch it. Michael caught it when it became Weekend at Bernie's. He's upset. He wants to make a thing. When does he throw it at? He throws it at Stanley, and Stanley throws it back at one point, very angrily. And then Stanley wants to leave. Toby explains about grief is normal. I mean, this is all normal stuff. It's going to happen. He talks about the fact that there was a bird ran through the window. Michael freaks the fuck out about the bird, runs outside, tries to save the bird. Bird's already dead. Very unsanitary, just putting it on the kitchen, everything. We're having a funeral for the bird because, why not? We see our girl Ann Perkins there talking about, speaking about our friend French to find the chips. We see Dwight trying to stuff a dead bird into a can, but as he's doing it, he's like ripping the bird's feathers and beaks and everything. Just fucked up stuff. We see Kelly crying. We think it's something major. It's because Ryan forgot about a date. Pam makes a box. Jim found the chips for the girl, Ann Perkins. I don't know. I gotta figure out her real name in the show. And then Pam made a box. Pam does the speech, the poem, the everything. Then we start to sing. I mean, it became a whole thing. Pam went all out for it. And then we light it on fire. And then Dwight comes back and then puts it out and then stomps the shit out of it. And yeah, and that's the episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon, full, uncut, unedited reactions over there. If you want them. If you don't want them, that's cool. You can get episodes here whenever they show up. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. And I will talk to you guys later.